All right, my dear friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for Sunday, Funday, the 11th of October, 2020. We've got the moon down in Leo. The heart, the pride, the consistent energy, all right? The sun that keeps shining its light, never giving up, never dimming its light, all right? So our emotional needs are down there in the sign of Leo, or over there in the sign of Leo. It's all a reflection, right? Let me show you the chart here. So I say down here, but really, this is the north, this is the south. Okay, so anyway, moon up there, over there, here in Leo. All right, reminding us to be courageous. All right, to not be afraid, not be fearful, to step out of our comfort zone. Okay, there's a little bit of energy suggesting that today. Okay, so we have the sun balanced in Libra, creating its square to Jupiter today. It's exact square to Jupiter, okay? We want to bring balance into our lives, balance into all of our relationships, all right? And Jupiter here wants to create abundance where there is a lack, okay? Where things are difficult to move here in the sign of Capricorn, Jupiter wants to do its best to expand, okay? And part of this, yes, is our daily practice, our daily discipline, and that's what these other teachers are trying to show us the way up here, transforming our thoughts, transforming our mind, that we are that leader. We are the leaders of our own lives, right? And we can have abundance even with limited resources, okay? So it's just kind of unlocking this in our brains, in our hearts, that we can be abundant even with a lack of something, okay? And we can bring that balance into our lives and to our relationships. Further, we have the moon creating these squares here to Mercury, which is about to retrograde here in a couple days, moving through its shadow in Scorpio. Mercury saying going deep beneath the surface level thinking, beneath the surface level communication, not being afraid, once again, not being afraid to step out, to be vulnerable, to open up, okay? Mercury here still creating the opposition to Uranus. Uranus is about the breakthroughs and breaking, creating change in the traditions, okay? And Uranus creating that square to the moon. So these squares, when I look at squares in the chart, I see balance. We must have balance in our lives, right? And that's where the sun is at, creating balance, okay? And the sun's starting to create this opposition to Mars, retrograde as well. Mars, our planet of action, our warrior planet, retrograde, meaning it's settling down its energy. It's forward momentum saying, I must move in this direction. I have to do this and get up and go. It's like we work. And even our times of rest, this is when the moon takes over and kind of shuts the body down and says, okay, this is your time to break. Right? So that's Mars. It's saying it's time to break right now. It's time to break from this action of constantly moving forward, constantly trying to do something, and find a stillness within ourselves. Even with as much as that's going on, there's always things to do. And this energy is saying, like, we can certainly get it done. And to not be afraid, coming back to the moon here, not being afraid. It's just like we have this great energy right now that's saying we can manifest the life of our dreams. Okay, we get it till the 23rd. All right, the 23rd of November. So we have this for over a month that we can manifest whatever it is that we want to manifest in our lives, that we can truly live this life of our dreams beyond what we thought is capable of. Right? And part of doing that is breaking free from the old patterns. Breaking away from, again, that which doesn't serve us and moving into new territory. And part of that steps is us stepping up, and finding that Leo courage, that strength, okay, where the moon is right now, the strength. Whatever it is that we have to do, we're able to do it. And when we have this connection going on, we see it's about communication. We see this is about deep, vulnerable communication and opening up. And with this communication, allowing this depth of communication and vulnerability, okay, the courage to saying, yes, this is what I need to do, And the balance of well is this breakthrough energy. Okay, so the breakthrough energy comes when we step up to be courageous and communicate whatever it is that we need to communicate, or to sit, even sitting with self. The Scorpio water sign, it's internal. This is internal dialogue. So this can also come not necessarily just through communication between two parties or more. This can come as insight into oneself. Okay, when I sit with myself during this time, I can balance my mind, balance my emotions, balance my physical body, and dig deep here into that which I'm trying to manifest. I think if you were to ask 100 people, and this is something I thought of earlier today while I was mowing the lawn, what are your dreams? What, if you could do anything in life, what could you dream of doing? And I bet a lot of people would say, I don't know, or I haven't given it a lot of thought. I'm not sure, because the world shapes us, right? This is the Capricorn energy. This is this outside authority, outside force that's shaping us, that's created these boundaries and guidelines of where we're going. And then we're just brought up into this system, and it says, okay, now be a functioning adult, be a functioning human being, a part of this society. So it's just like, oh, okay, I have to get a job to pay for my bills, and I'm doing this. This is what I fell into. Well, it's like if we dissolved this, what I'd fallen into, or wherever I'm at, what would I want to, not necessarily just career, what do I want to do, but what am I dreaming of? What kind of relationships am I dreaming of in my life, right? Or anything. What are we dreaming of? What are our dreams that we would want to manifest, and it's up to us to sit with ourselves and go inside, and to not be afraid to sit with ourselves and go inside and say, what is it that I want to create in this life? What is it do I want to create in my life? And to not be afraid to go there with it, to not be afraid to be bold, to be courageous, all right? And to be consistent. And even if we try something and it doesn't work here, that doesn't mean that the journey is over or ending. It just, there's a consistency to it, saying keep going, keep trying. Why do we fall off the horse? To get back up, to do it again, all right? So we've got a lot of great energy here on this Sunday. Very excited of what's going on. My friends, what are you dreaming of? What do you want to manifest in your lives? All right? If you feel like sharing it with me, I always appreciate it. Otherwise, have a beautiful Sunday fun day, and we'll see you tomorrow.